My name is Alexandra Higgins, and for my research project approach, I'm going to be focusing on how writing instruction is taught in a classroom, specifically in the areas that explore whether it needs to follow traditional rule based approaches or if the more effective method would include something involving how students can show how their creativity is and also letting the students teach. I actually got this idea from the previous lesson. I wanted to share my thesis statement, which is writing instruction should emphasize creative freedom rather than rigid rule following because it enhances student engagement, develops critical thinking skills, supports authentic voice, and promotes a more meaningful understanding of the writing process. So, for my approach, I plan to start first with emphasizing how the creative freedom over the rule following method enhances their engagement, and I will do this with evidence that supports how comparing to traditional rubrics and student success, I will do a side by side comparison showing how students that were able to choose their own topic and write about something that they liked performed well and also had stronger writing as opposed to students who were given a topic and given a certain criteria that they had to follow and in a way made the environment more strict and not as forgiving for the student. I'll also be using some scholarly articles and educational studies to support my argument. Most of these will include how you can connect the creativity with stronger writing skills and also the critical thinking aspect of it, but I will also show how it interests in the studies that show how this method of teaching can also limit students' confidence and also their ability to develop their own voice. um, I will also analyze how real classroom practices need to have an open minded approach to writing prompts and personal narrative assignments to compare them to more structured approaches. I feel like this perspective will also be very helpful coming from how educators view it should be taught and also how these theoretical research papers have gathered findings to do a side by side comparison over the subject and also, excuse me, provide multiple viewpoints on the subject. So overall, my goal is to just show how writing is not only following these rules, but it's also showing how it domino affects things like developmental skills, even down to their personalities as well as mental development, their creativity, their voice, authenticity, and so many other things. I think that by emphasizing this creative freedom, students can also have a more meaningful and effective relationship when it comes to schoolwork and how they view writing. So, thank you. I'm excited to write about this, and I will be back with a paper. Thanks.